Man, guys, I'm going to try to be pumped and excited. I am pumped and excited, man. I'll tell you what, I'm tired too. It's been a long journey. It's always funny. I joke with people. I say, you know how you can tell when it's been a busy week for me? And they say, how? I say, when you get me unshaven at the end of the week, you know that I have not had any time at all. But guys, I am super pumped about NRGY. I really am. DeFi, decentralized finance, it's kind of a play on words, right? Because we're defying centralized authority, right? We're defying centralized banking system. But DeFi, decentralized finance, guys, this is probably going to be the biggest market that you could see in 10 lifetimes. I mean, I don't even know how to put it into perspective. It is a huge market. You're going to hear a lot about it. We're basically taking the power away from the centralized banking system. We're putting it back into the hands of people. The analogy that I kind of like to give for DeFi, guys, crypto was really the first nail in the coffin for centralized banking system. Why? What did crypto do? It allowed you to be your own bank. You got to be your own bank, right? But people still needed banks. They still had to get car loans. They still had to get home loans. They still had to get real estate loans, all these things. Well, DeFi is changing that, completely changing that. And if crypto was the first nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system, I'm here to tell you that DeFi will be the final nail in the coffin for the centralized banking system. It is that big of an industry. So
it's like a $100 trillion market overall.
Unbelievable. Like, you're literally talking about the whole world financial system just changing into this different model. And it's not just the crypto market, guys. DeFi is coming to the stock markets. It's coming to the commodities. It's coming to many different markets. And so I want to go ahead and I want to explain to you a little bit about DeFi, how it works and how it's a little different than the norm. And then I'm going to tell you about NRGY and what I'm so excited about. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
I'll make you a host.
Okay.
There you go.
So let me go ahead and, all right. So guys, this is our coin that we deployed about a little less than 3 weeks ago. We're on week 3 right now, guys. The current price is $334 a coin, $334. Pretty impressive. But you got to understand how DeFi works, how this what I call cookie jar system works, because more and more people are starting to understand it. And believe it or not, it's actually simpler to understand than the traditional market. So in the traditional market, I'm just going to go to let's just go to a chart here, for instance. Okay. I got a trade. I have a lot of different charts pulled up. I am a trader. So in the centralized market, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, it doesn't matter if it's stocks, it doesn't matter if it's Forex, it doesn't matter what it is. In the centralized market, you've got this bid and ask system. You got these people saying, hey, I'm willing to buy it for this price. And you got these people willing to say, hey, I want to sell for this price. This guy says, hey, I'll buy this for 16.7 cents. This guy says, no, I want 16.988 cents. And somehow they meet in the middle. Either the buyers come up and they buy from the sellers, or the sellers come down and they sell to the buyers. And the market moves. This is how the traditional markets work. Bitcoin, same way. Stocks, same way. Any kind of market, the traditional market has this bid and ask system that's really based on speculation. The DeFi market is not based on speculation. And here's what I mean by that. Nobody really knows the true liquidity that's behind Bitcoin. You see, what is the price of Bitcoin today? Just out of curiosity. I haven't even had a chance to look at it today. Bitcoin is today, it is $53,000, almost $54,000. That's the price of Bitcoin today, okay? So $54,000 for Bitcoin, that's just the price that somebody's willing to pay for Bitcoin. If there's no buyers willing to buy at that price, the price goes down. The DeFi model is not dependent on buyers willing to buy at a certain price. The DeFi model is based around a liquidity pool. So I want to explain to you how this works. You got this cookie jar. I want you to think of this as a cookie jar, right? It's like a grain bin, or just think of it as a cookie jar. You've got dollars and you've got coins in the cookie jar, okay? Dollars and coins. When you want to buy, you don't connect, you don't log into an account, you don't connect an account, you connect your wallet. You see, in DeFi, the DeFi system, nothing connects to you as a person, it connects to your wallet. So you don't even have a login, you just literally connect your wallet, you reach into the cookie jar, you grab out coins, and you put in dollars. Now, when you do that, what that does is you're increasing the dollars, you're decreasing the supply, and the price goes up. Then when you want to sell, you swap coins for dollars. You're reaching in the cookie jar, you're grabbing out dollars, and you're putting coins back into the cookie jar. This is how DeFi works. Pretty simple, right? It's actually a lot simpler than our current centralized banking model. So you're not dependent on a buyer willing to pay a price. You've got real liquidity that backs the DeFi market up. And either you're reaching your hand in the cookie jar and you're swapping dollars for coins, or you're swapping coins for dollars. Guys, it's really that simple. You also have a third option that's called add liquidity. When you add liquidity, you put in an equal amount of dollars and you put in an equal amount of coins. And what happens is, as the price goes up, your dollars go up and your coins go down. As the price goes down, your dollars go down and your amount of coins go up, okay? And it fluctuates. You're adding an equal amount of dollars and equal amount of coins. But for providing liquidity, you get a share in the fees from people swapping into dollars and swapping into coins, since you are a liquidity provider. And your share of these fees depends on your percentage of the liquidity pool. So if you have 1% of the liquidity pool, you would get 1% of the fees. 5%, 5%, 10%, 10%. And so guys, this is how DeFi works. You really have three options. You can buy, you can sell, and you can add liquidity. And it's all based around this liquidity pool, and much different than the centralized system. Again, it does not connect to you as a person, it connects to your wallet. So let's talk about NRGY, and let's talk about why NRGY is so exciting, now that you kind of understand the DeFi model. The reason that NRGY is so exciting, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not the greatest PowerPoint maker in the world. I've got good people around me.
Show them maybe for a second the NRGY.
I'm going to tell you what, I put together something just to help me flow, guys, a little bit. I will get this. It's been so incredibly busy. So I gave it to my assistant and I said, hey, whip up something quick for me. Just put it on some background so it could kind of keep me on flow when I talk about NRGY. So you got a part of my PowerPoint making skills. But guys, I almost laugh at this because I just told them to whip this together a couple days ago. And if you notice, it says we just deployed a new DeFi coin. It went from $2 to over 170 in the first week. And guys, we're way past that now. We're about $335 a coin right now. And, of course, there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. I'm very, very honest with things. But guys, we really believe that this coin has the potential to go into the thousands, if not tens of thousands, fairly quickly. And you're going to understand why here in a second. So let's talk about that. There's 4 points about this coin that separate it from anything else. Guys, this is the first DeFi coin with an elastic supply, which means that new coins can only be minted and produced if new liquidity comes in. Why is that important? Because when you have all these coins that you see staking, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of those rewards, the yield rewards that you see, they're kind of BS rewards. What are they doing? They're basically printing more money. They're printing this reward endlessly. But if there's no new liquidity to come in to back up the rewards they're printing, all they're really doing is devaluing their coin. This coin doesn't do that. It only mints if new liquidity comes in, which is huge. It's also the first DeFi coin where every holder is also a liquidity provider. And guys, this is really going to be the app store of DeFi, or what we call DApp, decentralized applications. So we've got all these different developers that are building dApps up on this NRGY platform, okay? Think of it as the app store of, like Apple's the app store, for instance, right? People go buy apps through Apple. Apple makes 30% and they keep it all to themselves. Well, NRGY really is the currency for all those different app developers, for all of their customers and whatnot. And you have all these app developers that are building dApps upon the NRGY platform. And these could be anything from a game to our first app is coming out. It's an algorithm that connects to people's TD Ameritrade account and it trades stocks automatically. There's so many different dApps, okay? Just like Apple App Store has so many different apps, but these are all decentralized applications. And so what happens is the developers of those dApps, they get 80%. 20% of the revenues go back to the stakeholders of NRGY. So the developer gets 80% of the revenues, the stakeholders get 20% of the revenues. So let's continue on here. I want you guys to understand.
Can you explain a little bit, Dwayne, about this first dApp, the Ameritrade and the stocks, and how the revenues are generated with this?
Yes, it's going to be called Trade Genie. And by the way, everything's on the IPFS. I'm going to talk about that here in a second.
Yeah.
It's going to be called Trade Genie. So customers will literally pay for that service using NRGY. Okay. They're going to pay to use that service. That service may even have a community builder rewards built in. It depends on the developer, the different dApps that are on the NRGY financial system. So as customers pay NRGY to use this dApp to be able to trade stocks automatically on their TD Ameritrade account, that generates revenues. And 80% of that NRGY that's paid goes to the developer. 20% of that NRGY that's paid goes to the stakeholders of NRGY. So that's a little bit about how it works. And I don't want to spill the beans too much on that dApp that's coming out, but it's going to be a good one. And there's some other ones as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the second point. Guys, this is the world's first true DeFi coin, as there are 0 advantages to the creators of this coin. I can't stress this enough. There are no developer fees. There's no pre-mine supply someone keeps in their back pocket. There's no influencer fees where somebody has a bunch of coins they can dump on the market at some point. It is completely fair and a level playing field for everyone. Guys, this is designed exactly the way Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin. And this means a lot of developers will want to build apps upon this coin for those very reasons as well. The only advantage that Satoshi and the early adopters of Bitcoin had is the only advantage that the creators and early adopters of NRGY have, and that's that we're the first to own the coin. Okay, we're the first to own the coin. But the creators of the coin, they had to put up liquidity. They had to put up their own money just like anybody else. And this makes it really unique because it really makes it a level playing field for all. There's no, you think about that, a lot of DeFi coins, they have developer cuts. They have pre-mine supplies. They have coins they give to big influencers that to kind of get the word out, and then they eventually get dumped on the market. This coin doesn't have any of that. And that's a really big plus. The crypto community really likes that. Now, let's go into the next point. And this is probably my favorite one, guys. My favorite one. Because those of you who follow me know I'm all about freedom. Who's all about freedom? This is pretty awesome, guys. This is really awesome. This is truly, truly, truly decentralized. What do I mean? You see, the websites of all the DeFi coins you see out there are hosted on a centralized server somewhere. And they all have domain names with someone, registered domain names with someone like a GoDaddy, right? This coin doesn't have any of that. Not a centralized server. There's no registered domain name with any centralized authority. This coin was launched on the what's called IPFS, Interplanetary File System. And if you don't know what the Interplanetary File System is, it's basically a bunch of different devices. It's all peer-to-peer, a bunch of different devices around the world that transmit information. It's secure, and it is lightning fast, guys. There's no centralized server that somebody can shut down. There's no centralized domain name. There's none of that. So you actually see this funky address with NRGY, and it's because it's not on a centralized server. It's on the IPFS, the interplanetary
And
file
you
system.
can't confuse the two. It doesn't look like a regular address with all these dots.
Yep, it's pretty awesome, guys. It really is. It's like it's Web 2.0. You know, again, this is a reason a lot of developers will want to create apps with this coin, and a huge reason the crypto community will want in on it quickly. I want you guys to understand one thing. I want to add one thing here. When we deployed the contract for NRGY, we relinquished all control of it to the community. Literally all control. This is not a governance contract, and that's a really good thing, because in a governance contract, it allows somebody to buy a bunch of coins and actually change the terms of the contract. The terms of NRGY's contract can never be changed. The rules are set, they're finite, nobody can touch them. Not only that, when we launched it on the IPFS, this thing is unstoppable. It's not dependent on anyone. It's not dependent on any server, not dependent on any person, not dependent on literally anyone. This thing is a monster. It is unstoppable, guys. And the last thing about NRGY that the crypto community really likes, and this is a really important one, you are not giving your money to a company. You're not really even leaving it with a traditional exchange. You think about like Cryptopia and Mt. Gox and things like that. You're not even leaving it really with a traditional exchange. You truly have full control over your own funds. You put your money into a liquidity pool in the form of a smart contract, and you can withdraw that smart contract at any time based on whatever the value of that smart contract is. Your money is your money. You can withdraw that at any time. Guys, there's no need to do KYC or give up any of your privacy with DeFi. And this is really big, and I want you guys to listen closely. You are not at the mercy of any company. You're not at the mercy of any exchange, and you're not at the mercy of any government. Guys, that's huge. Not the mercy of any company, exchange, or government. So, guys, people will flock to this. I believe that we have the potential to make a lot of money very quickly. And my only question is, are you ready to change your life? And are you ready to get energized? So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and he is going to take it from here and tell you all about the community builder plan and how that works. And guys, you can earn two ways. I want to just say one thing. You can earn two ways with NRGY. You can stake and you can earn coins from the staking rewards, but you're also given this cool community builder link, right? Where you can share it with other people. And you earn rewards for sharing it with other people. And that community builder link doesn't connect to you as a person. It connects to your wallet. It is so, need I say it, guys, it's just badass. It really is. It's so badass because literally this thing connects to your wallet. And as you get paid, as you refer on other people, as you invite other people, that reward is paid directly into your wallet, like lightning fast within the blink of an eye. You don't have to request a withdrawal. There's no company involved. There's nothing there. It's brilliant. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris, and he's going to show it to you and tell you about this. Chris?
Yep.
Floor is yours.
Dwayne, man, you do that presentation so well. I think you've done it a couple times. It's fun to watch because you guys, I remember when it was at $5, and I remember waiting several days and what happened. It's exciting to see that liquidity, as he mentioned, that cookie jar model. It's really important that people understand that you always have control of your money here. That's the one thing I can tell you. If all the things that I've ever done in the last 15 years, guys, I got started back when Google, in the Google days, it was like printing money, okay? And everything I've done, you've always had to send your money to a company. You had to send your money to another person. There's always a transaction between these entities. The reason why this is so powerful is you control your funds at all times. You put it into the liquidity pool. You can let it go to work for you. Just think of it like a savings account. You can earn interest on that money. You can take it out at any time. Nobody can tell you when or how to take your money out and what to do with it. Nobody controls that. So that's the power of decentralized finance. So it's often misunderstood because we're so used to the exchange of coins, whether that be Bitcoin or just dollars from person to person. That isn't the case here. So the cool thing about this is it was built to be as seamless as possible. DeFi sometimes can be complicated and you overthink things, and you got to go to this site and swap this and swap that. And so we built what's called, or Alan built rather, the community builder. And the community builder is where you get to see and participate and stake your coins. If you want to be a stakeholder, you can see your energy earned, you can see your rewards all from one place. And what's kind of crazy, as Dwayne mentioned, is you don't log into it. There is no login. I've had so many people say, Chris, where's my login? How do I create a profile? How do I log into this? There is no login. You just connect your wallet.
This is how it looks like. I just want you guys to see as we're talking about it. This is the community builder. And I think this is version 1.0, right?
Refresh the screen up there, Vitaly, and then connect it to your wallet and show them how fast it is to connect.
Connect to wallet. That's it. Boom. It's already connected. My wallet is connected. That's it.
Yeah. There's no login. There's nothing. And so you can see how much is being staked. You can see your rewards. So if you look at Vitaly's screen here, you can see the total energy earned. That's what he's earned in just rewards. So right below that, you see where it says your staked energy. He's got 106 energy coins there that he's staking. All right. And he's making interest essentially on those staked coins. Now, what does that equal? That's 18.87 right now for the week. Mm-hmm. And that will roll into his balance next week. All right. So it
will go here on Saturday, yes. Correct?
Yep. It will roll over on Saturday. And then that balance will then gain interest. It's compound interest, if you guys understand how that works.
Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe, man.
Yeah, it's incredible, you guys. And you can actually see the minting schedule that we have. We have all of this written down in data for you. But this is really important because once you stake your coins, you can see everything that is happening in real time. So if you bring up that staking schedule, you can see every week how many coins go into circulation. All of this is right here for you. Everything is transparent about this, and that's really, really important.
So can you elaborate a little bit what we are seeing here on this?
Dwayne probably can better than I.
I can. This is the only coin that limits staking. This is called market maker staking because the stakers are the market makers. Okay. So there's a limited amount of coins that can be staked on any given week. And on Saturday at 3:35 p.m., a new batch of coins gets added to the pool. If there's still a batch there that hasn't cleared out, those will still be there. But the reward will produce when there's new stakers that are coming into the contract, new liquidity back in the coin will mint. If there's no new liquidity coming in, the coin doesn't mint, which is such an awesome feature. I can't tell people, really big financial crypto people, they get it because they're like, oh my gosh, that makes the coin so valuable because you're not just putting a bunch of numbers on a screen and endlessly producing this reward like a lot of these yield farming places do. You only produce a reward if there's new liquidity to back the coin. That's huge. And guys, what's really cool is even if we minted every single coin into existence, there would still be less than 4.4 million supply. And that's if we minted every single one in existence. That's providing we have.
You know how many right now are in circulation?
I think there's about 180,000, roughly 180,000 in circulation between the market, the what's in staking, what's in the Uniswap pool, what people are holding in their wallets.
So there is new coins that will be minted as liquidity rights.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
And you can see right here, we are on week number 3 right now, which is the maximum 15,000 coins. And if you go here to this site, you can see right here that available market makers staking for the week right now is 10,529. And because already 4,000 this week has been staked. Correct?
Correct. Yep.
Yes.
and the last reward date was 6th of March. So the next in 7 days, on the 13th of March, we're going to have this go into staking.
Correct. Yep.
And then this is going to rebalance, correct? This is going to go in a different number. It's going to be based on week number 4, which is this one. And it's going to be like this, 19,870 coins.
Right. But that rolls over as well.
That will roll over. And here's the thing. Those first 4 weeks, the minting reward are better than they'll ever be again. Okay,
Yep.
so they're actually over 4% compounded a weekly, to be honest with you.
How much is that?
It's over 20%. Look at your ratio. If you go back to your community builder, if you look at your total energy earned compared to what you have staked, it's about 20%.
Yep, yep.
A little bit less. Like
A little bit less, right. But that'll change.
That total energy earned could go down by a little bit too, because it'll settle at the end of the week.
Yep.
Here's the beauty of this. If you want to know the beauty of how this works, what happens is more people enter into the pool. Your market maker staking pool percentage goes down. So your rewards go down slightly, not a lot. But here's the thing. When people exit the pool because they say, oh my gosh, this coin's going up, I want to take some coins out, I want to put them in on the market, and they go sell them and they add to the supply, your reward of that pool goes up. Your reward goes up in that pool. So
Right.
What you see earned this week right here, this is going to fluctuate. Total energy earned is going to fluctuate, but on Saturday, that number will finalize. Okay. If people go out of the pool, that number is going to rise. If people go into the market maker staking, that number is going to decline a little. And that's how this works. So it's
So if more people stake this week, this is going to go down a little bit.
a little bit, not much, not much. Yeah.
And then at the end of the week, it's going to be 0 or a different number based on the next week.
It'll start the new week on Saturday. It'll be 0 on Saturday. I'll start the new week, and then you'll start seeing the reward come in. Actually, it'll be it won't be 0. It'll be whatever the reward is going to.
So these coins are going to be added here to the stake NRGY, correct?
Correct. They will roll over to your staking for the week. So yes.
And if somebody wants to unstake, they burn 7.5%.
7.5% burn, and those don't go to anybody. Those are completely burned and removed from circulation. What that does is it prevents people from gaming the system and jumping in and out of staking.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is pretty brilliant.
Yes.
Yep.
And
so it's very simple. Just so you guys know, we connect with MediaMask. So MediaMask is a wallet, which you can hold your crypto. You can have your Ethereum, USDC, your energy in there. And by simply, if you scroll up, Vitaly, you can show you, all he had to do was click a button. It automatically connected to your wallet. You don't have to go to Uniswap. You don't have to go to these places where it kind of gets confusing. You just connect your wallet just like this. Yep. And as soon as you do that, you'll be able to see the balance will show up that's in your MediaMask. As you can see,
let's say you have here 1 Ethereum or 10 or 20 or 30. It's going to show here your balance. Yep. And then you simply go here and enter the amount of Ethereum that you want to stake. And what it's going to do, as far as I understand, is convert it to USDC, send it to Uniswap, by the smart contract, and then release the NRGY and get it to staking, all in this smart contract.
Correct. Yes. Yep.
Magically,
exactly
like can do that. You don't need to go to Uniswap or Uniswap and buy the NRGY coin there. You can simply have your Ethereum in your MetaMask, connect with one button, the wallet, click on stake, and boom, you're in stake in NRGY. Simple.
Yeah, you know what's really cool, and I do want to make that one thing too clear, is the first time that you stake, guys, there's going to be 3 fees, okay? Because I always get asked about this. 2 of them are a one-time only fee. You have a fee to get into the market maker staking contract. It's about $10. It's a one-time fee. You never have it again. And then you have a fee to enter into the community builder contract, and that's about $10. You'll never have it again, okay? And then you have your gas fee. Now, guys, gas fees can be a little high right now. We all know they're high with Ethereum. But I want you to understand, there's a big difference too between just gas fees of just sending coins. Like if you send an Ethereum coin, gas fees maybe $5-7 to send a coin. But when you're dealing with a smart contract, you're always going to pay a premium for gas fees. Always going to pay a little premium for gas fees. Now, that's still
There's
not
a lot of calculations, right? Because of the way that the smart
exactly. I mean, if they're really high, I tell people just wait till a little bit later on in the day and do them.
I mean, $200, that's what I've been seeing kind of people pay approximately for the fee these days.
You can get them sometimes for $30 to $80. I tell people if you see them in that $30 to $80 range, go, that's a good time to take them. But they can be upwards of 150, $200. Sometimes I've even seen them higher than that. So that gas fee you'll pay whenever you send coins.
Because right now the Ethereum blockchain is still able to process 15 transactions per second, and it's been highly used. Until they transition fully to Ethereum 2.0, we'll have to pay some premium for the gas fee.
Exactly. And I want you guys to understand too the advantages of using Ethereum, okay? Because I know there's Tron and I know there's Binance coin out there. And if you talk to a lot of developers, people on the inside, those developers are going to tell you that Ethereum smart contracts are the most secure. By far, the most secure contracts. They are the premium. If you're going to do a smart contract, you really want it on Ethereum. Yes, pay a little bit more, but it's a much better coding intrinsically, and many developers will tell you that.
Yep.
So what else do we see here? What is this total market maker staking balance? What does it mean?
How many coins are in staking?
Total staking. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And this one right here?
That's the total rewards generated from that staking.
Yep.
Okay. Got you.
Yep.
Now the staking is only for 100 weeks, or what happens after 100 weeks?
Good question. The minting of the coin is for 100 weeks. Okay. After 100 weeks, if somebody has at least 25 coins staked in their wallet, we have all these different dApps that are being created. And so 80% of the revenues go to the developers, 20% go to the stakeholders. So if you have 25 coins staked, you're going to be able to share in the revenues of a countless number of dApps. You don't have to be customers of each particular dApp yourself, but all the revenues from all those different dApps, you're going to be able to share in 20% of the revenue if you stake at least.
How the revenue of these dApps are paid by NRGY?
My energy. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And like the dApps you're talking about, they'll be using the actual coin NRGY?
Yep.
Yes, correct. Yep. And this is a completely decentralized financial system. The dApps, they will be launched on the IPFS2, the Interplanetary File System. Guys, this is a really good thing, the Interplanetary File System. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? You've got all different world governments. They have all these organizations. You have no clue what one hand, a lot of times I have no clue what one hand is doing, the other hand is doing, I should say. One hand doesn't know what the other is doing. And then you got other countries and multiple different things. In a centralized server, those can be shut down. On the IPFS Interplanetary File System, it is completely unstoppable. There's no centralized server to shut down because the server is basically the people. I mean, it's so brilliant. Yeah.
Yep. And the speed itself is really important. So just to reiterate to you guys, I know some of this can be over your head and some people get overwhelmed, is you can make money by just buying the coins and holding them onto your wallet. You don't have to stake them. And as the coin value goes up, you can earn that difference in the coin price that you purchase at. All right. Same thing if it goes down. Now you also can stake them, which we just talked about. When you stake them, that's when you get that energy staking rewards. Okay, so that 4% weekly through the 100 weeks that we just talked about, that's the second way. And you can take that, you can unstake that at any point in time, take that out. There is a 7% burn fee, so it doesn't make sense to go in and out of staking.
What do you click on to unstake?
to unstake right there. You would just put it right in that button, unstake and claim.
Here.
Yep, that's it. It's super easy. You guys, it goes right back into your wallet. You swap it, you cash it out, and that money is yours. Okay.